So this is a summary and a review of everything we've been doing so far, and I'm gonna try to see if you know the basic stuff. I mean, you were doing very well. You remembered a lot of stuff, so it's fine. But let's see if we can review some stuff just to make sure everything is clear. Okay. Comment tu te sens? Comment tu te sens? We can also say, if you want to be formal, comment vous sentez-vous? Okay, let me just. Comment tu te sens? Okay, comment tu te sens? How do you feel? Comment vous sentez-vous? Okay. How do you feel as well, but it's formal. So this one is informal, this one is formal. Comment tu te sens? Comment vous sentez-vous? Okay. Do you want? Remember, be careful of this one. Huh? Do you want? Do you want, let's say, to speak French? So the do you want part will be formal. Voulez-vous? Or veux-tu? So, do you want to speak French? Voulez-vous? Veux-tu? Voulez-vous parler français? Veux-tu parler français? Okay. Or we can also say, do you want a coffee? Voulez-vous un café? Voulez-vous ou veux-tu un café? Okay. Un café, un thé, du chocolat, un sandwich, etc. Whatever you want. Okay. Veux-tu, voulez-vous? But now, if I want to say, do you have, instead of do you want, do you have? Do you have a coffee? Well, we need to pay attention to this verb. Okay, we said voulez-vous, veux-tu, because we focus on this one. We don't really pay attention to this part in French. Okay, so do you have? Formal. Avez-vous? As-tu? Okay, as-tu un café? Do you have a car? Do you have a bike? Whatever. As-tu une voiture? Un vélo, etc., etc. Un vélo is a bike, bicycle. Une voiture, a car. So, do you want? Do you have? We can also, add a verb here. Do you want to sleep? Voulez-vous dormir? Voulez-vous travailler? To work? Voulez-vous voyager? To travel? Okay. Do you speak French? Parlez-vous français? Okay, if I want to forget the do you want and do you have part, I can just say, where is it? It's here. So, do you speak French? So, I still have the do, so I'm focusing on the verb speak, parler. So, if I want the formal, I'm going to just say parlez-vous ou parles-tu français? Okay? Now, we are focusing mostly on the present tense. Okay, so in English, there's a present simple and the present continuous or the present progressive, which is the same. Okay, so the present simple is, I work, and the present progressive or continuous is I'm working. Okay, so well, in French, we're not going to distinguish the continuous from the simple. It's going to be the same translation. I work is basically je travaille, and I'm working is basically je travaille as well. Okay, so the present is quite simple. The thing is, we have different endings. We have verbs ending in er, ir, re, oir, oire, etc., etc. Okay, so we say we have different groups. So basically, we have 3 verb groups. Okay, the first one, group number 1, is composed of verbs with the endings, with the following endings, ER, with the exception of aller, to go. Okay? So, the first group, the verbs ending in ER, with the exception of aller, to go. Okay? So basically, we talk about parler, travailler, écouter, to listen, manger, etc., etc. So what do we do here? We need to, let me just get rid of this. What do we do? Well, we need to drop the ER part, okay? We drop this part. We drop this part and we add a specific ending, okay? So we need to follow the subject pronouns. So, je, let's take the example of parle. Je parle, tu parles, il, elle parle, nous parlons, vous parlez, il, elle, sorry, parle. Okay, so basically we have the following endings: I, es, I, ons, easy, ent. Okay, so je parle, tu parles, il, elle parle, nous parlons, vous parlez, il parle. Same goes for je travaille, tu travailles, il travaille, nous travaillons, vous travaillez, il travaille. So je is I, tu, you, informal, il, elle, he, she, nous is we, vous is formal or two group of people, you're not included. Il, they, masculine, elle, they, feminine. Okay, so this is a formula for the first group. Okay, so we went through that. The next time I see you, we'll talk about the second group, and those are the verbs ending in IR, but not all of them. Okay, not all of them. So we'll see this stuff, but just stick to the first formula here, the first group. Okay, if you know that, you're gonna be able to conjugate a lot of verbs, present form, of course. Okay, so there is a ing we can potentially use in French by using the following expression. It's infinitive, être en train de. It's like to be in the process of doing something. In the process of doing something. I know it's not the most literal translation, but it's like to be currently doing something. Okay, so basically, if I want to really precise that I'm currently working or speaking or taking a bath or I'm busy, I'm doing something. Let's say I'm currently speaking. Well, in English, I'm gonna say I'm speaking. But if I really want to emphasize on the fact that I'm speaking, I can just say in French, je suis en train de parler. Okay? So, what's going on here? It's like I am in the process of speaking. You see? So it's not a literal translation because it's going to sound weird in English, but je suis en train de parler is I'm currently in the process of speaking. Okay? So you need to know to be, être in the present form, the past or the future. But for the time being, let's focus on the present. So to be is an irregular verb, like to have, irregular verb. So we're not following a specific pattern. I'm not going to have the E, ES, EE, 1S, EZ, and T endings. So here I'm going to just say je suis, I am. Tu es, you are, informal. Il, elle est, he, she is. Nous sommes. Hop. We are. Vous êtes. You are, informal, to a group of people. And ils, elles, sont. They are. So the first one is masculine, the second one is feminine. Okay. So basically this is what we do. Okay, we just have to conjugate je suis, tu es, il est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, en train de, plus a verb you want. Okay, in order to really, really make sure you have an ing form. It's not mandatory. Okay, you can just stick to je parle. Okay, but if you really, really want to, let's say you don't want to be interrupted and you're like, hey, I'm speaking. Je suis en train de parler. Je parle. Je suis en train de parler. Okay. So this is what we did here. Now we can, we can go through this question. Okay, are you going? Do you go? That was the ing here. Are you going? Or do you go? So the way we need to translate that is, well, formal. Allez-vous? Because to go is aller. But it's conjugated here. Be careful, aller is irregular. So, allez-vous? Okay, let's say in France, are you going to France? But in French, we're going to use a different preposition. Allez-vous en France? Okay. We need a to. It's not in France, it's to because of the going to. Okay, going to France. Allez-vous en France? But in French, we're not going to necessarily follow the same concept here. Allez-vous en France? Okay, and this is formal and informal. Vas-tu en France? Okay. Au Burkina Faso, etc. Au Canada, etc. So there's a formula here. If the country ends with an E, as for France, Italy in French is with an E, Suisse, Belgique, Allemagne, all those countries end with an E. So we're gonna use, if we want to say in France, we're gonna say en France. Okay? En Italie, en Suisse, en Belgique, en Allemagne. But with the countries and with a consonant or another vowel, so just for the E, for the rest, those remaining countries, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the preposition au. Let's say I want to say in Canada, well, I'm gonna say au Canada. Okay, au Canada. So, au Canada, and if it's plural, aux États-Unis. Let me just move this. Aux États-Unis, au Canada, aux États-Unis. Okay. Au Brésil, etc., etc. Okay. Well, that's a concept here. But let's get back to our word to go. Okay. You can pause in order to write down everything. Okay. So to go, present form is je vais, tu vas, il, elle va, nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, and feminine of they, elles vont. Okay? So, what I'm doing here is I just reverse the position of the verb. Basically, allez-vous, vous allez, vas-tu, tu vas. Okay? So that's to go, present tense, and it's irregular. It's an irregular verb, so it's not following any pattern. I mean, its own pattern. Okay? So that's what I was talking about. There is an exception, is Mexique. Mexique ends with an E, but we're not going to say en Mexique, we're going to say au Mexique. Okay. So, en Argentine, aux États-Unis, en Chine. Okay. So if I want to say, where are you going, or where do you go? Where are you going? Où vas-tu? Où allez-vous? Où allez-vous? Okay. So you remember the verb to have dinner. To have dinner is basically dîner, to dine. I'm going to add the circumflex accent. Dîner. Okay, to dine. You asked me about the breakfast. Breakfast is le petit déjeuner. Lunch is le déjeuner. There's like a snack time at 4-5 p.m. in France, so we call that le goûter. Okay. Le dîner, and the supper, le souper. Go to it after that. So we can say, where are you going? Where do you want to have dinner? Where do you have dinner? To take the breakfast is prendre le petit déjeuner. Or to have breakfast is prendre le petit déjeuner. It's what we say in French, we say to take. To have dinner, where are you going to have dinner tonight? Where are you going? Où allez-vous? Où vas-tu? Dîner, I don't care about to have. Où vas-tu dîner ce soir? Okay, where are you going to have dinner tonight? Où vas-tu dîner ce soir? Okay? Où vas-tu dîner ce soir? Tonight, ce soir. Où allez-vous dîner ce soir? Où vas-tu dîner ce soir? Where are you going to eat tonight? So it's the same, basically the same concept. Où vas-tu, où allez-vous manger ce soir? Okay? Où allez-vous manger ce soir? Partir is to leave. So you leave, you're leaving. Tu pars, vous partez. Where do you live? Not to live, but to leave. Où partez-vous? Okay? Où pars-tu? Formal, informal. Où partez-vous? Où pars-tu? Well, in French, we like to change the syntax. In the informal style will be, vous partez où? Tu pars où? Okay. At what time? À quelle heure? À quelle heure partez-vous? It's like, what time do you leave? Je pars à 5 heures. I leave at 5. À 11 heures, à 12 heures, 13 heures, 14 heures, 15. Donc, you know the numbers, so we're gonna go through everything again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17, 18, 19, 20. So when we give the time to someone, we can just specify AM and PM as well. It's a 24-hour clock, so meaning when we want to say 1 p.m., it's 13, 13, okay? So je pars à 1 heure de l'après-midi, it's 1 of the afternoon, 1 hour of the afternoon, so basically it's 1 p.m., okay? 1 heure, it's féminin, 1 heure. Je pars à 1 heure du matin, it's 1 a.m. Rester, be careful, is not to rest, it's to stay. Je reste ici, je ne pars pas. I stay here, I don't go, I don't leave. Oh, sorry about that. Ne pas is a negative form, so you remember. We have a verb, we just surround the verb with ne pas. There are different forms of negation in French, but this one is the most popular. I stay here, I'm not leaving. Je reste ici, je ne pars pas. C'est possible, mais je préfère rester. It's possible, but I prefer to stay. Or I prefer staying. But me, everybody, means basically all the world. Tout le monde. Tout le monde reste à la maison. Everybody stays home. At home. She's at, basically it's somebody's place. Okay, that's a home of somebody. It can be a professional, it can be a friend, or it can be a family member. Okay, je suis chez moi, I'm home. Je suis chez toi, at your house. Okay. Je suis chez lui, at his house. Je suis chez elle, her house. Je suis chez nous, our house. Well, basically we say our home, or home, sweet home. Je suis chez vous, I'm at your place, can be formal or to, a group of people. Je suis chez eux, it's like at their house, masculine, masculine pluriel. Chez elle, their house as well, but it's feminine pluriel. Okay, so we have basically the review. Okay, if you just be careful of do you want, do you have, and make it sure you can also understand the questions with do you speak, do you have, do you want to speak, do you work, do you go. Be careful of to go, because the present tense can just be a present, but we can also use that for a future, a near future tense. Okay, I'm going to, je vais. I'm going to work, je vais travailler. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions. If you feel like you need to to study a specific topic, if you have something in mind, if there are like different questions coming to mind, and you feel like you would like to focus on something. I have another student. She wants to focus on very specific topic every time we have a course, and so the last time we had a topic on the laundry, how to fold the laundry, how to put away things, how to organize things, the different furniture where we can organize the laundry. Next time we'll focus on the kitchen. So this is a practical stuff, just in case. That can be also a good training for you. Okay. So again, don't hesitate. I don't know when will be the next time we're gonna see each other. Please let me know. I'm gonna send you an email, in the near future, to see what will be your schedule for this week. Well, I feel like it's already the end of the week, but it's not. For this week or this weekend. Okay. Ideally on Friday, if you want to do something. Okay. Tomorrow, I have to be in school just for my daughter's rehearsal. She needs to rehearse a poem or something. It doesn't take too much time, because it's a very short poem, but they want me to be around. So anyway, again, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye bye.